What's different about you since joining a manifest team?
I feel lighter and more empowered and excited about life.
Like I feel like I'm consistently growing, whereas before I think it was just way more of a roller coaster because I just didn't have that consistency.
Accountability. I think having these weekly meetings also
Mm.
kind of forces you to just stay present in the journey, because sometimes you could just get off track and let life start taking hold of you. And knowing that, oh no, with the group messages and everything and all the reminders and stuff that we have coming through the messaging, just being able to have some source of groundedness to the journey, some connection to the journey, so that when life starts getting crazy, you'd be like, oh no, remember, we are, here for something bigger. We're here to learn something more. It's not just about this day-to-day um,
That's
3D stuff.
that's a good, yeah.
I'm way more present. I'm staying in the present moment more than I did before, and consciously aware of who I am, the I am in me, and that makes me feel more empowered. So a little bit of all y'all rolled into that.
And I would say I'm living much more masterfully.
Mm.
I'm more conscious and present in each moment of my journey and understanding where I can apply my energy to influence the outcome the way that I want it. I'm much more successful in
Mm.
creating my own reality than I ever was before. And I learned so much observing each of you experiencing these tools. You know, as you apply these tools to your specific journey, it may look like it's just about your journey, but as I observe that and as I watch you master your way, I learned more mastery in those tools for my own journey as well.
Yeah, I learn so much from you guys all the time. So we're just always, bouncing off each other. And since we're, on like a similar path, we're just really growing together. It's like skyrocket.
I observed in this past family meeting or family gathering I just went to, a lot of people I'm not even aware of or conscious of yet, just because I've only met them a couple times, and they're part of kind of like the family, but not, just kind of a different family. And I was able to go in there and feel completely comfortable and in an environment that
Wow.
I was just me, and I felt like everyone was almost kind of like drawn to me because I was not afraid or whatever or nervous or I just was quiet and laughed a lot, and I don't know, just it was really cool.
I think being in a group like this still like gives us that confidence that we
Yes.
like will out into the week and we're like, yeah, it's right. Like we know that we have this foundation kind of for our path and this like little family here. And it gives me more confidence like in my day to day too.
I've started to trust myself more and not look to external. It's hard for me to even listen to other people's kind of suggestions and stuff for me anymore, because I'm like, oh, unless it kind of aligns with self, because I know that self knows all, especially for me particular. It's not that what they're saying doesn't relate or it's not helpful. It's that I know the collective of all of my trauma, all the stuff that I've going through, all the things that I've overcome. And therefore it sometimes make it difficult for someone from the outside to truly be able to give me advice or answers that I know possibly aren't the best for what myself would give.
Mm.
And that's been really, really huge lately, of just trusting self.
Yeah, that's huge for anyone, I think, because all of us, we all have our answers within us. Like we have our own answers, not somebody else doesn't have our answers. That doesn't mean we can't receive something from them, but we take what resonates and leave the rest. And that's huge, Ray. That's awesome. That's masterful, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was just thinking like what's cool about that is also like when we have that much confidence in ourselves too, like we also can love ourselves better because we don't have to look on the outside for love either. Like, we know we're there for ourselves. We're our own best friend. We are, confident in ourselves, but we can then like go in and love ourselves. Like, we're not looking to anyone else to try to gain their love. We're like, no, I can love on myself, and I can, I trust that I have everything that I need to give myself. And that's a really good feeling to have.
Yes.
It's tricky though, because you don't want to have, I don't want to get to a point where I'm just so self-sufficient because I'm already too independent, and I do want to let others in and want to, so it's like, darn, I got to find that balance, and I'm sure over time it will come. But yeah, that's a little conundrum there.
What is different about this journey from some of the other journeys that you've been on? How is it that you're experiencing some of these benefits now, where you've been on a journey all along? You've been looking for this breakthrough. What is the magic here? What's the difference? Why are you transforming like this?
I can use me for an example. I think it is pretty easy because I was like, really, there was a time in my life that actually blew up because I was forcing it. I was pushing it, and even though it's kind of similar to what I'm doing now, it's the same goal, the same mind thing, that where I want to go, the vision, but this seems lighter, and I've let go of trying to force it, more just enjoy the journey, I guess.
We can have satisfaction and joy and bliss and playfulness all along the journey. We don't
Yeah.
have to wait till we manifest what it is that we're wanting to be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, the stage again, we're celebrating the little stages now versus just thinking about the end game and why isn't it here yet and blah blah blah. Yes, that's it. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
could build I feel the same. I think you, from the beginning, Trish, set a foundation of telling us not to like rush the process, like giving us, and also giving us faith that we'll get there. And I think that's helpful, right? So, when you talk to other folks or you listen to other podcasts and stuff, it almost makes you feel like you're at a like you're behind, and that, you got to catch up. And this is something that you should kind of know now. It's already in you. So why haven't you gotten this yet? And I just remember the first couple of weeks, especially those of us that are like super anxious, like myself, of just wanting answers and wanting more. And I want to get something like right now. You allowed us to feel comfortable with enjoying the journey, and even giving us motivation of saying, trust me, even you're further along than you much realize that you are. You're much further along than, the majority of the population. Like, just trust yourself and know that you'll get there, and you're already leaps and bounds ahead of where you think you are.
Sweet. Kay?
Yeah, I
Anything
think
you
it's
want
just an environment of acceptance and support, that gives you freedom to just be who you are and be where you are and share that. That's hard to find, I think, in this day and time. Because just like Ray said, there's expectations like you should be this far along. You should be doing this, why aren't you not here yet? Instead, we all have our own journey, our own path. It looks different. We're doing similar things, but it's different for each of us because we're different, and we see things differently. We approach things differently, but we're all on the same journey, going the same place together.
Yeah, and to me, it's part of that, the freedom to be exactly where I am without judgment, and to love myself right here, that I don't have to wait until I've completely manifested everything. And something about that frees up my energy. And then I'm able to really manifest what it is that I'm focused on. I'm not hung up in those places where I used to get hung up. And I love what you said, Kay, about it is a very individual journey, but watching each of us do it in our own way. We're using some of the same tools, but watching each of us do it in our own unique way, I pick up so many tips that assist me in where I'm going with that. So what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining a manifest team?
I think one of the things that is really important to me that I would want to know if I wasn't in this group yet is just the assurance that like this is not a group that's like just giving you a whole nother formula as in like something to do, like you need to do XYZ to achieve this. It's really us coming together and like it's more of an experiential thing, and it's hard to describe, but I would reassure someone like we're on this journey together, but we're not laying out, some sort of map for you that you need to follow. We're just all growing together. Because Trish, I think that's one of the most important things that sets you apart, especially as a leader, is that you're never like, yes, that has to be right for you, or you have to do this. We're really free, and we really have freedom to explore our own journeys and to go our own way, yet we have this support at all times. So I don't know how to put that into words, but I think that's really important because I don't know of any groups like that.
Thank you. Anybody else? What would you say to someone who's thinking about joining manifest teams?
Don't let the title of the team throw you off. I'm sure we'll get to the point where we're like truly manifesting billions of dollars outside and not just beach balls and red boots. It's so much more than that. And it's, to me, a journey in self-growth. So that's, yeah, it's just a self-growth journey, not a self-help, not manifesting. For me, it's been a lot of self-growth. And no matter where you are in your path, at the very beginning, the middle, or even at the end, like, hello, I mean, it's infinite possibilities. So yeah, self-growth.
And just for clarification, you're manifesting your life. You're manifesting your own reality. And yes, you are. Hey, anything you want to add there? What would you say to someone thinking about joining a manifest team?
I was trying to think what I said to Krista and Kimberly and Bridget and Janet. I think what I said is, would you enjoy being part of a conscious community, a community of conscious people who are living life consciously day by day and learning to navigate that, so that's what it is for me. The family of people who are conscious and who want to live in that conscious reality day by day, not just, fleeting moments, but like, this is our reality. This is where we want to live. And that's what we support one another in. So that's what I would say. It's what I did say.
So what do you want now? What do you want? Where are you going now?
I want to feel more connected. I want to feel like, especially when this new group comes in and just we all see how each other interact and just, I don't know, just see each other grow more. And
I want more. It's not enough. I know what could be, and even what I think I know what could be, I know it's still only a small minutia of what truly could be. And so I just at least I want to break through a whole nother barrier.
Had a little taste and you want more.
Oh,
Want to go high.
I gotta tell us one story real fast. When I was with Joe, we were canoeing, and this is so funny because I was like, we were seeing all this wildlife, and of course, I'm being with a biologist like firsthand, like this amazing experience. But I was like, it'd be kind of cool if I saw a kingfisher, or we saw a kingfisher today. Sure enough, right around the corner, another one right in front of us. So I manifested in real time. I mean, it's a place where you would probably see a kingfisher, but just for me to say it before it happened, And then he goes, "There's your kingfisher," and it followed us up the river. I mean, it was cool. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's happening real time." It was cool.
That's that's the perfect example. And you know you did that. You called it to you. You were conscious in the moment. You were clear about what you wanted. You aligned with it. You asked for it. And there it is. That's orgasmic, and we want more of that.
Man, I was tingling. My hair was tingling.
Yes.
Bridget, let's bring you in on the conversation. Good to see you, sweetheart. Yay. We're talking about what's different about us since we joined a manifest team.
It's built my confidence in a lot of ways. Just having that reassurance of knowing that when I ask for something, it's going to come. It may come differently than I'm expecting, but I'm expecting it to come. Even though I put my desires out there and I put out what I'm wanting to manifest, I get better than what I think I should get. And the relationships have been so important to me. Just knowing that I've got all of y'all that I can call on and just be with, and just know that I've got somebody that's got my back, that's going to understand, that's not going to judge me, that's not going to make me feel less than, or make me feel like I'm not arrived, or I haven't made it to where you have, or maybe I'm not doing the right things. And it just lets me be me. I can be me and be my true self, and not have to think about what the impression of someone else is, or am I falling short? Because I don't ever feel that way on this team. I feel like I am a part of a team that loves me unconditionally and accepts me for all that I am, and that just has my back at all times. So I feel like I have a family for the first time in a very long time. I truly feel like I have a family, and that and I've longed for that for so long. Just being able to find my UFI and be able to stay out of those vortexes and be able to recognize those triggers. And I could go on and on and on. You probably shouldn't have asked me. So, but I'm just so thankful to be a part and to have this group. I love all of y'all so much.
I could listen to you all day.
What's cool is that it sounds like she answered like all 4 of the previous questions that you
I was
asked.
thinking that too. She did all
Oh
of
my.
it.
She basically summed up everything we said, and like it's funny,
Yes.
she didn't even know what we said, but
Had no idea.
yeah.
That's what Bridget does when she signs in. She just answers all the questions. And one last question that you didn't get to answer. What do you want now?
Everything.
Mm.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh,
Every damn thing that belongs to me. Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I want it all. I want everything. I want all of my dreams and hopes and everything to come true. Everything. I want to experience so many new things. I don't know. I mean, you may not have been asking only me that question, and I'm taking over, but I want it all. I want whatever is available to me to be mine. Everything.
yes, and you want
is
it
that too
for all
broad?
your, and we want it for everyone else too. Like we want it
Yes.
for us, but I want it for you and you and you
Yes.
and you and you.
Yes. Whatever our heart's desire is what I think that we are capable of having, and that we should have, and that we earn. And earn is not the right word, but we deserve.
You
Deserve
intend
it.
it, you align with it, and you bring it in.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you all hearing yourselves? You did this. You attracted this group to you.
Wow.
You took a chance and jumped on board. You have grabbed every tool that I've put in front of you and taken it home and experimented with it and explored it and made it your own and turned it inward to transform yourself to become the person that you want to be. You have done this.
I think we need to thank you. Thank you, Trish.
It is my pleasure. You see, it's my joy to sit on a manifest team and be your tour guide and watch you pop open and watch you get everything that you want. That is my bliss. I'm just riding your energetic coattails. I'm learning from you too. What an incredible journey this is. And I thank you all for being on this journey with me. When we do a little summary talk like this and I get to hear how much transformation there's really been in the reality that you are experiencing, I know that I'm in my calling as your tour guide. Krista said it earlier. manifesTEAMS is an experience in higher consciousness. We are not a study group. We're an experience in raising our own consciousness. And I love that about each of you. And playing with each of you at this level is utter bliss. All my love, beautiful bees. Have a great Christmas.